In a world full of division, pain, and brokenness, the life of Jesus Christ shines as the perfect example of love in action. But his love wasn't only seen in the grand miracles or powerful sermons, it was woven into the fabric of his everyday life. From the dusty roads of Galilee to quiet moments at dinner tables, Jesus showed love in practical, radical, and deeply personal ways. This wasn't love in theory, it was love that could be seen, touched, and experienced. One of the most compelling ways Jesus showed love was through compassion for the forgotten. In Mark 1:40-42, a man with leprosy came and begged Jesus for healing. Most people would have stepped back. Lepers were outcasts, untouchables, considered both physically and spiritually unclean. But Jesus didn't just heal the man, he touched him. Jesus, moved with compassion, stretched out his hand and touched him. That moment shattered social and religious boundaries. Before healing the man's body, Jesus healed his isolation. His love looked like a touch, simple, but deeply powerful. Another beautiful glimpse into Jesus' daily love is found in John 4, where he speaks to the Samaritan woman at the well. Jews avoided Samaritans, and rabbis rarely spoke to women in public. But Jesus broke both barriers. He engaged her in conversation, spoke truth to her heart, and revealed his identity as the Messiah. He didn't shame her for her past, he offered her living water. In that one conversation, we see love that listens, love that speaks gently, and love that offers hope. Jesus loved by seeing people others overlooked. Children were also the recipients of his daily affection. In Mark 10:13-16, people were bringing their children to Jesus, and the disciples tried to send them away. But Jesus became indignant. A strong word in the Greek and said, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them." He embraced them and blessed them. That act showed that his love made time for the smallest and most dependent among us. To Jesus, no one was too insignificant for his attention. Then there was his love for his disciples. These were ordinary men, fishermen, a tax collector, even a zealot, and they didn't always get it right. They argued, doubted, failed. But Jesus was patient. He walked with them daily, explained truth again and again, and corrected them with grace. In John 13, during the Last Supper, Jesus took a towel, bent down, and washed their feet, a job reserved for servants. And he did this knowing that one would betray him, another would deny him, and the rest would scatter. His love was not based on their performance, it was rooted in his character. And who could forget his love for the sick and suffering? In Matthew 14:14, it says, "He had compassion on them and healed their sick." This wasn't a one-time event. Healing was a rhythm of his daily life. Whether it was a blind man crying out by the roadside or a woman with a bleeding condition reaching out through the crowd, Jesus made time for people in pain. He didn't just see crowds, he saw individuals with stories, struggles, and souls in need of love. Another powerful expression of daily love was his forgiveness. In John 8, a woman caught in adultery is dragged before Jesus. The religious leaders want her stoned. But Jesus, after writing in the sand, says, "Let him who is without sin cast the first stone." They leave one by one. Then he turns to her and says, "Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more." His love didn't ignore sin, but it didn't crush the sinner. It offered mercy and called her into a new life. Even on the cross, in the middle of his greatest suffering, Jesus continued to show love. In Luke 23:34, he prays, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." He forgave his enemies while they were still mocking him. He comforted a criminal dying beside him. He made sure his mother would be cared for. This wasn't just a final burst of love, it was the culmination of a lifetime of loving well. So how did Jesus show love in daily life? Through listening, healing, serving, forgiving, touching, teaching, and spending time with people. He wasn't rushed, he wasn't too busy for interruptions. He saw each person as valuable. He didn't wait for special moments, he made every moment sacred with the way he loved. For us today, his example is clear. Love isn't just something we feel, it's something we do. We don't need grand stages or huge audiences to love like Jesus. We just need eyes to see, hearts that care, and a willingness to step into someone's pain or story. When we love like Jesus, we turn everyday life into a ministry. His life shows us that love is a choice, one we make every day. In our homes, on the streets, in the grocery store, or at school, every space can be a place where love is shown. Whether it's through compassion, kindness, truth, or forgiveness. The way Jesus loved is still the way that changes the world today.